welcoming our existing family and soon to be on our channel, Awesomeazing Life, Journey or the Destination. Today, I would like to share two stories with you all. The first story is about a small town where lived a poor merchant with his only daughter as family. Being poor, he used to borrow money for the business. Once, he got into the trap of a conniving moneylender. The business bore losses and the merchant did not have any money to pay off his debts. Taking advantage of the situation, the moneylender proposed that since he is not able to pay his debts, let's play a game. He said, I will put two pebbles in a bag, one black and one white. Your daughter will have to pull out one of the pebbles from the bag. If she pulls out the black one, she will have to marry me and all your debts will be forgiven. However, if she pulls out the white one, then she won't have to marry me and your debts will be forgiven nevertheless. But if she refuses to play along, then I will have to get you imprisoned for not paying off your debts. The moneylender was ready to go to any level of dishonesty to ensure his marriage to the merchant's daughter. So he picked up two pebbles from his pebbled garden, both black, and put them in the bag. The clever girl observed this act of cheating. Now, the girl had three options. Number one, she could refuse to take out a pebble from the bag and get her father in trouble. Or number two, she could take out both the pebbles and expose the merchant. Or third, take out one pebble out of the bag and sacrifice herself, buying freedom for her father. She chose wisely, but not out of the above three options. She thought out of the box. The girl carefully put her hand in the bag and pulled out a pebble. But before anybody could see the pebble, she deliberately fumbled and dropped it. The pebble got mixed with the black and white pebbles that the garden was laid with. The girl, in an apologetic voice, said, "How clumsy of me. Now I don't know which one I had pulled out of the bag, but since there were one of each color inside the bag, we could surely figure out the color of the one I picked out by checking what colored pebble is left within the bag." In this manner, the moneylender was cheated out of his own dishonesty. The merchant and his daughter went home happily. Moral of the story, quick thinking and more importantly, thinking out of the box at the right time can save you from trouble. Now, the second story is about a toothpaste factory issue. At a toothpaste factory, they were facing a problem related to its packaging process. Some empty boxes were getting slipped out of the production line without the tube inside. While it was quite difficult to guarantee a tube in the box every single time, it was equally necessary to sort out this problem to ensure the customer hold and the market share. After a lot of discussion internally, they decided to hire an external engineering company to solve this problem of empty boxes. After spending a huge amount of money and 6 months of time, the problem was finally solved. Solution? A very high-tech precision scale was installed in the production line where the boxes were being filled with the tube. It would then be sent on to the precision scale. And every time the box weighed lesser than the required weight, a bell would sound and the flashlights would go on. And the production line would stop. Someone just had to go over there, move the defective box off the line, and then press the start button to restart the production. The issue got sorted and the business went on well. Management was happy. As per the reports, there were a dozen or so empty boxes every single week that would still slip by but were caught at the weighing station. No more empty boxes reached the market or the customer anymore. After a few weeks though, the report stated 0 empty boxes reaching the weighing station. thinking there must have been some mistake with the report filed. An investigation was conducted, only to find out that there were indeed 0 empty boxes reaching the weighing station. Everyone was perplexed about how did this happen. So the management team took a walk of the production or the assembly line area, and to their surprise they found a desk fan being placed just before a few feet where the scale was installed. And this desk fan was blowing all the empty boxes off the production line before it could reach the weighing station. Being curious, they asked the workers around about it. One of the workers said it was placed by the guy who had to restart the assembly line every time an empty box caused it to halt. He was tired of walking over every time the bell rang and came up with this solution to his problem. Moral: there are always more options available. You just got to look them at the right place, with the right outlook, with the right thought process. Both these stories tell us one thing: every problem can have more than one solution. It is how we think of it that is what makes all the difference. If we keep thinking in a particular way, we may sometimes not be able to see around that problem and miss out on better, easier solutions available. We need to be flexible about our approach and be willing to think out of the box. Be it any of the cases like the ones in the above 2 stories, or in the case of NASA having to spend a fortune to come up with a pen that could write in space, versus Russia deciding to use a simple pencil instead. Or the classic case of increasing the size of the mouth of the toothpaste tube in order to increase the consumptions and thereby the sales. Every such case will confirm that to get different results, different approach to any problem is required. Paradigms cannot be broken by thinking conventionally. Thinking the normal usual way will only get you the normal usual results. To get the results that are out of the normal, it is going to require you to think out of the box. Think out of the box is one of the most heard of buzzword in today's world. However, it is often used more while speaking than in action. Thinking out of the box means to approach the situation of life in ways other than how typically done. To think creatively and freely, and encouraging frequently challenging of the status quo. To have an outlook that is not conforming. All of this not just for the sake of it, but to make things easier, to make things better. Is it easy? No way. It is going to take some work. Doing all of or any of this is going to be possible only and only if you break free from the captivity of your circumstances. Let go of your fears and put faith in yourself. Be optimistic and focus on what could be. Remember, if you could make it happen in your head, you could do it for real. Break free from yourself, from your limiting thoughts. Have clarity of your goals and be excited about them. Seek freedom and give yourself the wings of your desires. Thinking out of the box is about being creative. Be different to be successful. Be willing to do today what others won't, and you will be able to achieve tomorrow what others can't. Always tell yourself there are more options and keep an eye open for them when they come by. It's okay even if you have not figured it all out, so long as you are curious and open to explore the unexplored. Don't risk playing it safe. It's not a progressive way to approach life. Counter the question, what if I fail? With what if I make it? It will keep you excited and keep you pushing to look for options to make it happen. Everything that we got today was once desired by someone, and the result is in front of us. It always seems to be impossible until it is done. So if you want it, go out and get it. In the fast-changing world around us today, staying with the same old conventional ways is not an option, and neither is quitting. Many would argue that quitting is a choice. I agree, but it's a choice you must never make. When faced with challenges and obstacles, choose to give it all you got instead of giving in. Every time you feel like quitting, just remember why you started in the first place, and then start looking beyond the usual to find a way around your hurdles. Choose the right company, right association, the right guiding stars. It's very, very important. But more than anybody else, rely on self. Define success on your own terms. Achieve it by your own rules and build a life you're proud to live. You alone are responsible for your life. So always believe in yourself. Create a better story. Create a better world for yourself, where you follow your deepest impulses and passions. Carve out the path to your destination if not existing already. Life is one of the most beautiful gifts we have got. Live it to the fullest. Make the most of it. Go out and dream and make dreams come true. Total creative freedom is what you get when you think out of the box. You live only once. Live it right and make it a worthy one. Live it the way you want to live, not the way world wants you to live. Think out of the box and live out of the box. If you like this video, please comment, share and press the like button. Oh, if you have not already done so, don't forget to subscribe now. Until next time, thank you, Tana. Keep thinking out of the box.